Some of the habits you've picked up in church might secretly be pulling you further from God, not closer, and the enemy is counting on you not noticing. You think showing up every Sunday makes you spiritually safe, but routine without relationship is dangerous. And Jesus warned about this in Matthew 15:8. These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. If your worship is more about performance than presence, you're already drifting. You lift your hands, but not your heart. Sing loud, but live empty. Serve on stage, but secretly crave applause more than obedience. It looks holy on the outside, but God sees through it all. 1 Samuel 16:7 makes it clear. Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart. One hidden habit that's leading you astray is idolizing your pastor instead of following Jesus. Yes, spiritual leaders are important, but when their voice becomes louder than God's voice in your life, you've traded the shepherd for a substitute. If your faith rises and falls based on your pastor's charisma or popularity, you're building on sand, not rock. Matthew 7:24-27. Another subtle trap is equating church busyness with godly fruit. You attend every meeting, volunteer at every event, but your prayer life is dry and your love for others is surface level. Galatians 5:22 doesn't say the fruit of the Spirit is productivity. It says love, joy, peace, patience, things you can't fake for long. When your identity comes from church roles instead of Christ alone, you burn out, you break down, and you wonder why God feels distant. And here's a harder truth. Some of you are more committed to protecting church tradition than you are to obeying God's direction. Jesus flipped tables for this in John 2, not because people were doing something new, but because they turned sacred space into spiritual theater. You defend rituals but ignore repentance. You trust programs but reject the promptings of the Holy Spirit. And you justify it all with phrases like, "This is how we've always done it," even when the Spirit is clearly saying, "Behold, I am doing a new thing." Isaiah 43:19. Another deceptive habit is judging others by appearances while hiding your own sin behind a polished church face. You know how to dress holy, talk holy, act holy, but inside you're battling secret addictions, bitterness, pride, or unbelief. And instead of confessing and healing, James 5:16, you bury it under performance, hoping no one sees. But God does. And nothing hidden stays hidden forever. Luke 8:17. Perhaps the most dangerous habit of all is becoming spiritually numb while staying religiously active. You've heard hundreds of sermons, sung thousands of songs, but your heart hasn't moved in years. The fire is gone, and you've convinced yourself this lukewarmness is normal. But Revelation 3:16 gives a chilling warning. Because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. The shocking part is that you can be faithful to church and unfaithful to Christ at the same time. You can know the Bible and not know the author. You can look alive and still be spiritually dead, just like the church in Sardis, Revelation 3:1. So here's the challenge. Stop mistaking habit for holiness. Don't let your church life become a hiding place from the God who wants your whole heart. Don't confuse spiritual activity with spiritual intimacy. Tear down the polished image if it's keeping you from real transformation. Ask yourself honestly, when was the last time you truly wept in His presence, repented deeply, or obeyed immediately? Stop performing. Start surrendering. Because in the end, it won't matter how many services you attended or how many ministries you served, and if your heart was never His.